Hello everyone. So today I'm going to create this wormhole effect in Unreal Engine 5. So sort of like a spaceship going through the space, maybe in speed of light, or going through a wormhole, whatever the scenario you want to implement. So this is the result at the end of this episode. Alright, so first let me create an empty level like this. So the level does not matter for this one, it's just we need some level, that's all. So now in order to implement wormhole we need a cylinder like this. Let me rotate, and so we need a bit big one, and to get the bendings in the middle we may need some vertices. Okay, this does have vertices in the middle, but this would work, but the only problem is we don't need these faces here and here. We don't really need those faces, but I'm not sure if we can remove those faces inside Unreal. So I'll quickly head to Blender. By default we have a cube, let me delete that, and let's add a cylinder. I'll go to front view and rotate 90 degrees like this. You can see the rotation set here, and scale it up along x-axis 5. Oh wait, space S and press X. So we actually increase in Z axis because we have rotated. So press 5. Maybe we need this a bit longer, but that should be fine. We can extend this if we need inside Unreal. Now if I enable wireframe, this is how it looks. So we need some edges in the middle. So I'll go to edit mode and add some cuts like this, so we can bend this in the middle using material world position offset without smoothly. I think this should be enough. And one more thing, if I go to solid mode and select faces, I don't need this face, so let me delete that, or this face, let me delete that too. Okay, now let's export this as an FBX into Unreal. X forward, set up wormhole. Alright, now let's go to Unreal, new folder, let's call it wormhole. I don't think we need separate folders like models and everything, because we just going to have only few objects. So this is a static mesh import. Right, all seems fine, but inside we don't see any face because we only have faces outside, but we can fix it from the material. So okay, let me keep this object checked like this. Now we don't have this face, which is good. We didn't need it either. So now I'll create a material M wormhole. We need a texture for this. I have already downloaded a space like texture, so let me bring it here. Space, I'll name it as a space. So this is the texture. Let me import this inside this wormhole texture and add for both emissive and base color. Maybe we need to turn this into a unlit, so we only get emissive color. Let's see about that. First, let me assign this material here. So this is how it looks, and in the middle we don't really see anything from inside. So to fix that, what we can do is here select the main node or click elsewhere other than any of these nodes, enable two-sided and save. Right, now we can actually see it from inside like this. Okay, now if I make this a bit longer like this 5, it looks like this. This looks bad when we look at from this angle without the movement, but when we actually add the movement, this should look fine. In fact, it looks better with the movement because we see sort of like a movement already because of this stretching. Now let me keep the camera like this, and here I'll add a panel. So this is not actually very complex thing, it's very simple. So I'll add a speed in y-axis. That's too much, I think. Let's see, 1. Still too fast. It should be reverted, or we should be looking at from the other side. So what we can do is, yeah, this is the forward. Let me just make this minus and put 0.1. Okay, looks better. So now we need to have some turnings inside rather than just seeing this straight, so it feels like we are going with some turnings. Right. To get that effect, let me go outside. We need to bend this edge, so we can get the texture coordinate and I need to access y coordinate, so I think we should get 1 just to see that. Let me see, this doesn't look correct. Oh wait, no, we need to do a component mask and get the G. Yeah, now see, this end is black, this end is white. That means it's changing from 0 to 1 across this G. So this is not actually what we need here. So now we can give a world position offset, but we only need to bend along. So this is actually x-axis. Let's just connect and see. We should bend it in y-axis, but just having one as the offset, we wouldn't really notice any difference. So let's add a multiplier and promote this to a variable. Bend multiplier. Let's something like 100. Do you see any deformation? I don't. Did I apply? Yes. Let's set it to y. Well, actually, to see the bending, you can see now this is bent. I had to use coordinate index 1 for this texture coordinate. So yeah, but as you can see, it's reversed. I mean, the pipe should be straight here and should bend to this end. So to make things easier for me, I'll just rotate this 180 degrees. Now we can again use positive velocity as well. So anyway, when I use coordinate index 1 here, this looks a bit odd, but right now, so this is still, even though there is a bend in, we can see there is a bend, but there is no curve. To get a curve, what I can do is, instead of directly connecting this, I can add a power node. So I see. Now we do get a curved bending like this. So with time, what I want to do is just bending it in all the directions. Now to achieve that, let's see. If I add a sine input and multiply it here before going to y, we need an input. Let me connect time, so we can change the bending effect. See, but it's too fast, so we can period. Let's write in. Okay, now you see it's changing. Okay, we can do the same thing and do something like this. Another side node, and this time I'll use 20 or maybe 5, and for multiplication connect. Here I'll connect it to Z. Now you get the bending effect like this, so we don't really need this ground now. Okay, one more thing. What if I make this a bit smaller? Alright, we have to go closer. Let's see if we see any difference. Not really. So, but if I make it larger, because when it was smaller, we can see somewhat deformations going on, like in places like this. But if I make it a bit larger, they tend to vanish. Let's go near the edge. Yeah, it looks better. And I think in the middle we need to have something really bright. Otherwise, just seeing it like a white spot, it's not good. So yeah, I'll add a plane. Place it closer to the edge, rotate it and make it larger. Now it's not exceeding, so we still see it just white. Here I'll make another material, MH. I'll make this unlit and emissive color. Let me just promote this to a parameter, and I'll just use white with a very high brightness like this. Apply. Now assign that material. Now this is how it looks. Maybe we need to turn down the brightness a bit. Yeah, that works. A bit more. That works too, but maybe needs some more brightness. Okay, now all you have to do is add in your spaceship model like this. So yeah, you're good to go. So here you see your spaceship cruising through the space in the speed of light through a wormhole. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this episode right here. By the way, this is just some model I found in the internet. That's not important. You can put your whatever the model you want. Oh, one more thing. So when I just play the game, it would be starting from a point like this. So to prevent that, let me add the start, play start point in a place like this. I get the bad size because of the collision here. So let me disable collision. This should be fine. Yeah. It should go below. Maybe behind a little bit. Yeah, nice spot. Okay. So alright. So that's how you implement your spaceship cruising through the wormhole. Oh, another small thing. Perhaps you might add the post process volume. It's not necessary to be infinite, but for ease I'll make it infinite, and I'll set the exposure to a desired level. Something like this, perhaps. Or actually 11 seems better. We see the details. And when you play, here is the final result. Another thing, before I go, what if I make this object fully black? So image black. Oh, no need to do that. I could have just changed the color. Let's see how that looks. That's also looks fine. Another thing, what if I add the same texture? Oh, that doesn't look good, because we see the edge. That's not good. Oh, we can avoid seeing the edge altogether if I add an offset here. So this period is 5, here period is 10. What if I add an offset like 3? No, we still say that. Okay, then by making it 2000, it looks a bit better. Another thing, if I sort of make it darker as it goes further, then it would blend with black properly. So we can get this and do a 1 minus, and do a multiplication here like this, so the edge could be black. Yeah, right. Now this shouldn't cut. We should put it here behind. Okay. So I think we can stop this episode right here. And now you can adjust the speed to the level you need and test. So okay, so I'm satisfied with this, so I'm gonna stop this episode right here. Thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.